Fifth semester option students. Today we study the modern English period and its features. See, modern English period starts from 1500 AD up to the present day. And once again we divide it into two as early modern period that starts from 1500 AD up to 1800 and late modern English period from 1800 to the present day. So some of the very important key events of the modern English period as follows. Number one, so it was in the year 1588, Queen Elizabeth I began her 45-year rule as a Queen of England, and British defeated the Spanish Armada, and this gave rise to the national pride, and this also enhanced the popularity of Queen Elizabeth I. And at this time, William Shakespeare and Milton have contributed a lot to the development of English in England. In the early 16th century, the first English settlements were made in North America. So it was towards the eastern coast of America. The first English settlements were done. It was during the 1600. East India Company was chartered and given a permission to trade with India and Asia, eventually leading to the establishment of British Raj in India. That is quite known fact. British exploration of the of the overseas trade hastened the acquisition of landowners from countless other languages and fostered the development of new varieties of English, each with its own nuisance of vocabulary, grammar and pronunciation. So these are some of the reasons. And William Tyndale's English translation of the Bible, it was a very, very major event in the development of English. So many Greek and Latin borrowings entered into English at this period. And in the year 1611, there was a writers, a group committee appointed by James I of England. So for the translation of the Bible. So he appointed more than 50 experts to translate the Bible. That's why it is very famous as the authorized version of the Bible. The most important thing that happened during this time is by the 18th century, England was becoming the center of huge empire, and London was the very important center of the trade and center of the global language, and greatly influencing the development of written language. And so academics became more and more interested in looking the language and teaching behind. And it was the year 1662, Royal Society of London appointed a committee to consider the ways of improving English as a language of science. 1712, Anglo-Irish satirist Jonathan Swift proposed the creation of an English academy to regulate English language and ascertain the language. 1755, Samuel Johnson published 2 volumes of Dictionary of the English Language. A year also marks the rise of English grammarians by Joseph Priestley, Robert Lowth, and James Buchanan and others. And in the year 1786, Sir William Jones, a British government official of North America business and media around the world, led to the emergence of global English as the lingua franca. Invention of telegraph, invention of computer, and more number of inventions like Copernicus invention as a sun center theory, finding the sea route to India, and these are some of the events that really gave lots of knowledge and lots of development in the English language. So Peter Stevens shows the global spread of language and its variations thus. So this is how. And as far as the English, modern English features are concerned, so this is the time of, free of inflections, and it is the time of world order is fixed, and English has been almost the language of the entire world, and this is because of the imperialism. This imperialism actually spread throughout the world, so that's why English has almost the language of the world by this reason. That's what we have to know from this particular chapter.